Well, great morning, everyone. So, survived yesterday's live. I hope people got answers that made sense to them for the readings that were done. I just tried to, get them out as quick as I could. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to grab some cards. We're going to ruffle shuffle and just see what they have to say. I think I'll use the Thelema deck this morning. Again, as usual, I'm not asking anything specific on this first reading. We'll just see what the cards are pointing to. Okay, let's see what the topic is today. The reading is going to be about messages coming out. Are they feeding you or are they gaslighting? Okay, so the card is the Page of Cups. I've got to remember to say what the card is. This is so hard for me because I'm just so used to pulling cards and reading it quickly without having to take a lot of time to explain the cards. Page of Cups. So, pages are messages. So, messages, are you getting a spiritually uplifting message? The fish could be Christianity, that spirituality, or it could be, are you being fed gaslighting? Okay, so let's see the energy coming into it and we'll see what way this is going. Well, of course, we can never get away from it. The Star. Now, in a positive reading, the Star, I would say, are more about our star seeds. Okay? Alien beings, star seeds, guides, masters, etc., higher knowledge coming in. But we know in the toxicity realm, the Star is Trumpenstein, because he always says he's a star, and as a star he can get away with anything. Just like he's trying to pull away that $5 million that he lost in judgment to E. Jean Carroll. Give it back, give it back. Okay. He's not going to get it back. Okay. So let's see what we have above it. Above it, the Seven of Wands. So standing there in the doorway, guarding it, things are coming in. Seven of Wands, the actions. Now in many decks, the Seven of Wands are standing on a precipice, being back to a fear. But in this deck, she's standing guard over her edifice, the home, from people coming. So let's see what the foundation is. The things up in the air. Okay. Seven of Cups. Things still up in the air. Choices to be made. So I would say this is yet again about Trumpenstein gaslighting people. The foundation is the stuff that's all up in the air that we still have to deal with, and about his administration standing guard. And all these things are coming toward them. So many actions. And he's got the, now this could be Caroline Levitt or any of them. We see in this deck it's a woman standing guard. It could be male, female. But it's about having people in front of him standing guards with all these things, protecting him. He's inside the building. Don't let anybody in, okay? So standing guard. So let's see what the energy is going on now. What's being offered up? The Knight of Cups. So the Knight is what's taking place. The Cups. What's coming out emotionally. Okay? what's being offered up, the cup in hand. The challenge is the Nine of Cups based on the desires. Okay? Now he's got some gnarly desires, let's face it. So what's being offered up when it comes to the desires? His challenge are the desires, and above it, of course, is mentally occluding. The Eight of Swords. So you've got the person there, blindfolded, surrounded by all this mental realm, okay? Being occluded, stymied inside themselves. And the foundation is, the nightmare ongoing. So all this mental realm, all this stuff is over their head. Okay, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. They're surrounded by this stuff mentally. This stuff is over their head mentally with what's coming in, what's being offered up, and the challenge is their desires. Okay? So again, above it, we have this standing guard because of all this stuff being surrounded. Everything up in the air, it's all a nightmare. Okay? Potential outcome, another message coming out. A reality, Page of Pentacles, a realistic message coming out. Now, many times people read Pentacles as monetary stuff. Could be monetary, but it also could be something that's just realistic that is coming out. The outside influence, the wheel is turning. So the things that are coming out, the potential outcome is realistically new things coming in because he's lost his mojo. Okay, above it, that little pesky thing over his head called the Democrats. Okay, so the Democrats are above it, okay, standing there with something new realistically coming in, the blue wave. Okay, the blue wave is coming in. He's surrounded mentally in the trying to have them stand guard. And the foundation is the Three of Pentacles, or what's being built, what's being constructed. For him, it's a nightmare with all this stuff up in the air. Because the minute he's out, the minute he does not have the power structure to protect him any longer, to keep this stuff at bay, it's all going to come flooding in. So let's see what's driving the reading. Underneath of it, the world, affecting his world, and what's going on across the world card. When it comes to the Knight of Pentacles, long-term reality, slow moving, but what's coming, what's moving forward. Next we have the Five of Swords. When it comes to control, mental control, his attempts of abuse of power, mentally railroading people. Unfortunately for him, next is following the Hangman. So things being overturned, people starting to see from a new viewpoint. Things are going to have to be sacrificed. And we know with him, the sacrifice is always somebody else. So who's the next to be thrown under that bus? Following that, we have the King of Swords. So being ruled by the mind, the rulership of the mind when it comes to the Six of Pentacles, or the reality being handed out. Also the lack of finance, things being handed out. We know he's going after blue states, refused to give them funding because they didn't vote for him. So he's trying to use mob boss tactics. Okay? So how is that going to work for him? Following next, we have the Hermit. Investigations. Okay? More investigations are coming into Trumpenstein. Following the investigations, the knights are charging forward. Okay, Knight of Wands. Charging forward into battle with the actions. And looking at the Ten of Pentacles, the Republicans. Or the reality of things, heavy-duty reality, but I think in this case it's the Republicans and the following that, the Seven of Swords, what they're carrying, what they're leaving behind, what they're trying to get away with. Now, I think a part of this, Republicans and the stuff standing guard, part of it has to do with Mitch McConnell, the mud turtle that's dancing no more, okay? And the blue wave, blue tsunami that's going to be coming in, and they are doing all they can to keep him on ice. And say, no, Mitch McConnell's coming back. So it's what's being birthed in America. We've got the Empress here. America, what's going on in America. We have the Hierophant next, so looking to the experts. When it comes to the Three of Wands, what's coming in, the things in action, in motion that are coming in. The Two of Cups, what's being shared. And the light coming into the situation, the sun, which is resulting in the Knight of Swords, or this mental race forward, fast-moving mentality. Following that, we have the dark side, the devil, okay? And what they're trying to block externally, the Two of Swords. Mentally, things they're trying to block, such as, Mitch McConnell. No, really, behind the scenes, he's great. He's fabulous. But following that is judgment. Judgment is afoot. And the Six of Swords is following that. This wanting to move mentally, move this stuff. Six of Swords, mentally, things in motion, moving it to a better direction. When it comes to what? The Six of Cups, the Epstein files, the Epstein saga, the past, of which, following that is the Five of Pentacles. They are out in the cold with that, okay? They're outside of spirituality. They're out there begging to try to continue to hide it. And following that, we have the Ten of Swords. But the information is raining down on them, the fullness of what's going on. Following that is the Ace of Cups. A new cup is coming in that's moving rapidly, the Eight of Wands. And we're looking at what's growing, what's being planted, what's growing, the Nine of Wands in this case. Okay? Many decks, it's like standing in the gap. But in this one, the guy is leaning down, and one of the staffs that were in the ground has now got plants crawling up it. So what's growing out of this now? This actions. So we see that they are again continuing to struggle to try to keep things covered over, to try to skew the elections, because he's in absolute terror mode that there's going to be a blue tsunami. So he's trying to gaslight people, trying to set it up so he can yet again say they're cheating, they're lying, I actually am winning, that, it's all, they're all against me, it's all a lie, They can't stand all the fabulous things I'm doing. So that's what we get today, the ongoing saga of all this stuff that's still up in the air. Are you guarding your treat this morning? You're not going to eat it. You're just going to bitch out Mickey about it? Is that it, Miss Lily? She's got this look. This little toothy. Toothies to her, she's got that little underbite. Yeah, you telling him? Yeah, don't even think about my treat. Yeah. Here, take your treat. Keep it here with you. There you go. Anyway, so that's what we have going on this morning. More of the same, scrambling. Trump is looking who he can throw under the bus next. He's got them out there, you know, trying to protect him while he stays hidden in the background. Okay? And he's thinking of the next thing he can gaslight people with. So, yeah. That's another typical day with the Repugly Uglies. Okay? But, you know, like I said, what keeps coming up, they're crumbling, and no matter what they try to do for the next thing they're going to try to distract people with, try to convince people of, it's just not going to fly. Okay? So on that note, we'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.